Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Angie. I'm a 24-year-old cash budgeter, but I do have over 4 credit cards that I utilize on a monthly basis. So today we're gonna go into my cash envelopes, take that money out, and pay off my credit cards. So I'll show you my entire process and how I do that, especially if you have credit cards too, or any sort of credit card debt. So I'm first going to make myself some change for my tray over here. So I'm going to unstuff envelopes that I'm going to be moving into sinking funds. So that's money that's going into the bank. I don't have to pay anything back on that. So the first envelope I can think about is my Montenegro trip. So I have here 51, 20, 30, 40, 51, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, and 50. So I have $150 I'm going to move to the bank. So let me go ahead and set that money up. Then I'm going to write down. I normally do sinking funds in my condensing videos, but because I need to make some change, I'm going to do just a few envelopes over here. And let me just go ahead and grab some placeholders so I can signify that I have that money, it's just in the bank. All right, I have a bunch of placeholders off to the side, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this $100 placeholder, swap it with just a $200 and a $50. Okay, and then let's see if I can do anything here. Actually, you know what? I have a savings challenge for that one. And what's over here? There's 50. Okay, I think we can work with $150. So now we can move to the actual unstuffing. All right, so for my unstuffing, I have this spending tracker cash notepad. So this is something I sell in my shop. So it comes with 50 sheets. It's a really nice size. Basically, you put the card that you're tracking the purchases on, you fill out all the information, and then you could just mark it off as you go and unstuff your envelopes. So the first one I think we're gonna hit today, just to go ahead and make that change, is gonna be Amex. So I'm gonna move my calculator off to the side until I need to use it. And let me grab this. Okay, so most of these purchases are in Joe's binder, so let's hop in there first. Okay, so let's do groceries. So I know I'm gonna have to hit groceries one more time for my Sapphire card, but let's just do it for Amex first. 83, that's it for groceries, so 262. 1, 250, let's do 270, 150, 250, 70, so 270 minus 262 equals $8. I kind of knew that, but you know, you want to make sure you're not having any sort of money problems in the end. And sometimes I don't even make change for myself. I kind of like overstuff on purpose, just to kind of pay off if I have any sort of like outstanding payments on the card. But in this case, I mean, I know I'm going to be hopping back into this envelope, so I'm going to make some change for myself. All right, and then what I'm going to do here is mark that off. See, normally when I do unstuffings, I move my cash tray to the other side just because I am right-handed, so it's easier to do it that way for me, but that's okay. And then, like I was saying before, if I unstuff a little more, so like let's say I didn't have the change and I unstuffed 110 instead of 108, I would just write 110 here. When I count everything, I would just count this section. So next we're gonna go to Joe's spending. So Joe's spending has a $60 purchase and a $40 purchase for eating out. So that is $100. So 50, 70, 90, 100. Easy peasy. And the more you unstuff the envelopes you don't need to make change for, you're actually making change for the envelopes you'll be unstuffing later. So that is a 60 and a 40. And then we have miscellaneous and supplements. Let's go back to supplements. This is another one I have to pop into later. So 20, 40. Yeah, let's do 20, 40, 60, and give ourselves back $2 if we have it. 2, we do. Okay. Perfect. And then I do have some envelopes with ones in it. I can always condense super quick and make myself more change. I'm not worried about that. So let's pop into miscellaneous next. I have no idea if I have enough in there. I actually think I do, but I'll probably need to make change for it. That's okay. So in order to make myself some change, let's do this. I know I have a lot of singles in here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me just double count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. We gotta go back into my spending envelope later. But we're gonna go into miscellaneous for now. And I think I have 40 in here. Yep, so I have 40, so that means $4 and change because that's a $36 purchase. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me grab some nice ones. All right. So we were able to get through this entire Amex purchase sheet without unstuffing more or less. I keep getting pen everywhere. So let's go ahead and add up all of our purchases. All right, so that's $456. We are going to pay back to our Amex card. Awesome. Okay, next we're gonna get into the big one. So this is my Sapphire card. This is where I make most of my purchases because for my upcoming Montenegro trip, I would really like to do that entirely on miles and chase points, transfer to United Miles, and we'll probably go through like a United partner flight type thing to Europe. So that's kind of our plan, but yeah. So let me move Joe's binder. Okay, so let's go to bills. Bills we have, I think it's just the 10 and the 18, so that's $28. I can do that math. So 20 and 30. I think I'm just gonna unstuff 30 for this one. And then I pay my mom a phone payment each month, so that's $80. I'm just gonna move this to the side and give that to her. I have $10 left. So you know the drill, we have $10 here, we unstuffed 30, so I'm going to make up for that by adding $2 here for 20. All right, and then let's go over here. We have a miscellaneous that we probably have to pull out from somewhere else. Cash fund, gas, oh, gas, okay. Gas we have to pop into later actually too. So let's do 2 20s, take back a 10 for 30. Gas I normally spend on my business card because you get 8 times the points for Wyndham hotels. I'm not a big fan of that card, honestly. I am going to be switching to the Amex Blue Cash business card later in the year, but I am going to be making that sign-up bonus, which is like $3K in 3 months. I'm going to be doing that when I buy my Louis Vuitton bag with my mom, so I'll probably make it right then and there, if not get super, super close to it. So that's why I'm waiting to get that card. And then we just have miscellaneous. The rest of this is in low priority. Now, miscellaneous, there's only like $4 in here. And my goal was to be able to pay everything off. So I'm going to set this $4 aside. We need $11 more to make things work. And most of the stuff that's in here are like sinking funds, important stuff. If I have anything left over in gas, actually, you know what, I might have overstuffed gas. So 25 plus 33, $58. I need to unstuff 58 from gas. Who even knows if I have that? 20, 40, 50, 55. Okay, I'm short $3 in gas, so we're gonna have to figure that out too. I have an idea of where I can pull that from. So we are gonna leave that be for now. All right, let's go ahead and fix up our setup here. We are going to jump into low priority. And let's go ahead and try getting some of these envelopes done in here. So I know I have one Nespresso. That's going to be $30. 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm just going to add that there because I know I need extra money for that. So Nespresso 30. And let's see, I have clothing. Yeah, okay, I have 2 clothing purchases, so 77 and 15. 92. This might actually work out for us because I know I have 120 in here, I think. Or 160. Wow, okay. 51, 50, 60. So 92 minus 160 equals $68 and change. Wait, what am I doing? I could just do 100 here, right? Let me redo that math. 77 plus 15 equals 92. Yeah, I'm being silly. So we're gonna take out 100 and we are going to bring out $8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, this is nice. So I have all this change in clothing. Let's see what we have going on here for our miscellaneous purchase for $13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do this. Let's do a 10 and 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. So there we go. There's our miscellaneous purchase that I have honestly no idea. Oh wait, I wrote it down. Did I write it down? Oh, Walgreens. What did I get? I don't remember. Okay, so we took care of that. And then let's see. I have a bunch of my spending. I have the 2 clothing purchases we just did. We're gonna put back clothing. This I'm gonna keep to the side because I know that I have that gas purchase that went over budget. So let's go to cash stuffing fund. Cash stuffing fund has 1 purchase for 11. Okay, I have 15. Let's give ourselves back $4. There we go. Okay, so my personal spending, groceries, supplements, eating out, my personal spending. All right, so it's time to tackle my personal spending, it looks like. So let's count that up. All right, so that comes to 135, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135. Awesome. I did make an eating out purchase for $10 as well, so I'm just gonna take that out of here. Okay, perfect. And then the next is groceries and supplements, which is in Joe's binder. So I did stuff some of my own money on the off camera. I stuffed some of my own money into supplements and groceries because I figured I might as well use those envelopes. I made my own purchases, so figured it was only fair. So groceries, let me add that up. Okay, $59. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wow, okay. So there we go, we have it. I keep clicking off this pen, but I keep needing to use it. Okay. That's it. So we have 1 supplement purchase for $30. 10, 20, 25, 30. Okay, and we have that too. Go us. All right, so I don't know if you guys saw my video from last month, but I did have some rollover purchases on here, and I made it a goal. I was like, all right, guys, like I'm really gonna hone in on my spending. I'm gonna make sure that for July, or you know, it's not technically like we still have a few days left in July, but for right now, whatever is on this sheet, I want to pay off. Like I want to have the money here. I'm gonna work really hard to do it, and I did it. So I put my mind to it. I got it done. Let's go ahead and add up how much we were paying to our Sapphire card. All right, so $440 we are paying off to our Sapphire card. Okay, so we're done with that. We are done with Amex. And now we just have our Wyndham card. Oh, we have one more card after that. But it's only one purchase, which actually, honestly, I could get done now. Actually, you know what? It's better not to. That one's a little weird. So we have to go into my business binder. So this is the Wyndham card that I was talking about earlier. Honestly, they used to have a partnership with Caesars where you would get Caesars Diamond. That's how I went on my Bahamas trip, because I got a comp night, 4 comp nights, and they took that away. So yeah, there's nothing really for me there anymore. Wyndham hotels are cool. I'll get 15,000 points on my anniversary, and I'll probably have enough just for like 1 or 2 nights at a Wyndham hotel. So not really the best. I also didn't meet the minimum because I didn't know better, and yeah, just not the best for if you're a credit card person. Okay, so printer ink, 57. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. Oh, thank goodness. I think that was one of the rollover purchases I was trying to hit. So 60, we'll take back 3. Let's take back these 3, they're nicer. Okay, so freebies, that has 13 plus 41. 13 plus 41 is 54, which I don't know if we have. I hope we do. 20, 40, 50, 55. Okay. I'm just going to take the 55, I think. I don't want to make change. So what I'll do, if it's 2 purchases like this, I'll just add $1 to one of them. And then, yeah, that adds up to 55. Okay, materials is 19. Materials we definitely need to make change for. Oh, actually, no. I'm just going to take out the 20, call it a day. That was for my card stock, I believe. Okay. We have gas. We have another... Oh, wait, no. I just did that. LOL. We have business miscellaneous for 27. $25, 6, and 7. We still have $1 left. All right, so for gas, let's add up. 25 plus 33 is 58. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 7, and 8. Sorry, I'm just trying to take the bad bills. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, and 58. There we go. And then these singles, I can either keep them in gas, but I think I'm going to move them into miscellaneous. All right. So we did this and this. So let's add up now how much we owe to our Wyndham card. So I need another 20 out of materials. I accidentally double marked that. I just was like, oh yeah, I got card stock once. No, I got it twice. So $20 out of this. This is $80 change. So 50, 70, and 80. Okay, there we should have the correct amount in the cash tray now. Okay, so now let's add up for realsies what we owe to Wyndham. All right, 237, and I switched that to 20 because I forgot to do that as well. So 237 to Wyndham, sounds good. And then I have this miscellaneous purchase here for a shipping cost. So that was $23. It was overseas. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I can pull that from. So I believe I should be able to pull that out of shipping. If not, I'll figure it out. But I don't know how much I have in here. So let's see. Packing, printer, freebies, YouTube, business misc. I don't even think I have a... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it in packaging supplies. So I'm going to take out 25. Give myself back $2. All right, so that's really going to my checking account because that's where the card is connected to, and I just like paid it off from like my buffer just so it wouldn't accrue interest or it wouldn't slip my mind or anything. Okay, so that's just $23. That's the ugliest 23 I ever wrote. I'm so sorry you guys had to see that. All right, so now what we have to do is add up all of our expenses on all of our sheets and see if we did our math right. So as you can see, we have a lump sum of money, and if you have multiple credit cards, that's why I like these sheets, because then I could see like, all right, however much money this is, I need $237 to my Wyndham, and so on and so on. So here's how much money we should have. We started with $150 from that sinking fund, so $150 plus $237 plus $456, $440, and $23. So it should be $1306 in the cash tray. Who knows if we have that? Let's go ahead and find out. So 200 51, 52, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 480 with a random 5. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 160, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we did this completely right. We got $1306. So if you enjoyed this video, I do unstuffings at the end of every month, and I do a lot with credit cards. So if that also interests you, I make this type of content all the time. So if you would, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.